you guys, how are you? I am back again 2 times on Friday. Can you imagine that? We are just letting Joe's just finishing up before me in the Crafty Bunch for our first Friday sale. But our first Friday sale is actually the second Friday this month because, of course, last week we had the 4th of July. So we decided we would wait and have our group, our Friday sale today instead. How are you guys doing? Come on in, and I am going to go ahead and put myself over into the Crafty Bunch group. If it comes up here, it says I'm live. Okay. Alrighty. Just one moment. When you come in, say hello. Tell me where you're watching from today. My goodness, what's your weather like today? Is your weather hot? Is it rainy? What have you got going on where you are? I am really anxious to know all those special things, right? Okay, I should be over in the Crafty Bunch now. And if you're not watching in the Crafty Bunch, you should go over there and sign up to watch there, because you know, everything is you can just stay in there and refresh your browser from one person to the next. So that makes it super easy to see everybody. I have something a little bit different today. Hi, Nicole, how are you? I have something a little bit different that I'm going to do today. And instead of offering a variety of things for sale, I'm going to craft something. And then if you would like that at the end, you are welcome to purchase that. That would make my heart happy. Oh, you guys, I'm having trouble like seeing comments on this thing. Hang on just a second. What in the world? It's always something, right, you guys? Ugh. Okay. All right, I think I got it. It looks like my video is just stalled, but hey, Estella's there. Pam is there. Hey, you guys, thanks for popping in. That's funny. The video doesn't look like it's going, and yet I can see the comments. Oh my goodness, just a second. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so I'm gonna be making a little folio. Now I have started selling something that is called Paper Craft Socials, and it's little kits that are all ready for you to, they come printed, and all you have to do is cut them out and assemble them. And so there is a nice video to watch, and you know, you're just all set to go, right? So I have 2 different things I wanted to tell you about. So those you can buy separately in my store, my Shopify store. I'm so croaky. Excuse me. And then also I have a new papercraft subscription, and it's called the Paper Voyage. So you might see me, you know, have some corny things that you that I might post that seem rather nautical related. Okay, and so those are once a month. And so if you sign up by the 20th of the month, then you get the kit the next month. And in my Shopify store, you can actually see what the kit for August is going to be. It is a super adorable little kit. A little cottage is what it's going to look like. It's a little journal all shaped like a cottage. Okay, I'm going to put you down here. I've got, you'll be able to see this particular little thing. It's just a little folio, this one. This is not one of the bigger little journals. Let me put you down to the desktop. Let me try. There we go. There we go. So this fun little journal, it comes all, you know, printed out, and it's ready to go. If it needs to be double-sided printed, it comes double-sided printed. And so, you know, it's just so fun to have something ready to craft. I don't know. I like making my own stuff. I don't know about you, if you like to have something once in a while that is, you know, just ready to go or not. But anyway, this could be it. Lots of fun little things. Now, I'm going to grab out my paper trimmer. I have cut most of my things out already so that I could try to get this assembled while we chit-chat. So please feel free to chit chat along, okay? I'm going to be working on folding these things and getting them ready to assemble. So what else have you guys been doing today? I am curious. So I'm just going to work on these as we go. I'm going to be inking some of these edges. Some I already got inked. So I hope we can just fly through these, and I am really hoping to be done with it by the time we are done, or by the time my turn is over. Now these are made with a kind of a lightweight cardstock. It is a nice weight, and so you know you're not getting a lot of cracking and all that good stuff. You can see I'm actually able to kind of fold it with my fingers, and I'm just going to fold it on. It's got little lines, and like this color is pink right here, so I know this is here. It needs a little gusset because it's going to be kind of a little chunky little book, okay? Hey, Cheryl. And who else has popped on? Linda. Michelle is here. Betty. Janet. Who else? Lois. Everybody's here. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that those are pressed really good. And this has some rounded corners. And so like this, like at the top, the print has a little bit of a rounded corner. So I want to go ahead and cut that off before I ink it. And so all you have to do is just get it inked before we put it together. Now, because this is going to be, well, here, let me show you. Because this is like the little gatefold at the front of the little folio, I may not want to ink, well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we ink the parts that connect? See, the outsides would be pretty, but I don't know. I don't think we should ink that part. Do you? Where it touches? I think I'm not going to do that. I vote no. I vote no for that. So we'll do the rest of it though. Let's ink the outside edges. So what do you guys, like, you know, and one of the things I like about this is a little bit different. Did I do it anyway? No. Phew. One of the things I like about these is that they are really bright and colorful, because you know so much of the things that we do for like junk journals and journaling, they are very faded, vintage looking things, right? And some of us like brighter things sometimes, so I think it is fun to have some options that you can do. And the fact you don't even have to print them, you know, how great is that? Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm just gonna kind of give this a little bit of color here and kind of tone down that white color, because I don't remember this having anything over that part. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So I'm just going to do that. And again, let's do the outside. This part needs folded a little bit. And so you got to always make sure your folds are right. And this one needs a little help, you guys. And so does this one. That one needs a little help, a little assist. It's probably about 1/4 of an inch. Let me measure that. Let me see. Where is the ruler? You never know, right? How many of you are always losing your rulers? It's those things that should just live right on our desk that we have problems with, right? I'm going to take this, and I can see where the little divot is right here. Yeah, that needs some assistance. Where's the big scissors? Oh my goodness. Well, guess we'll just use the little scissors. I've been cutting out all of that stuff with those big scissors. You would think they would just still be there, right? I don't know. You never know. Hi, Lori, Wendy, Mary, Diane. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Jerry. And Tammy's here too. Appreciate all of you popping in here. Okay, now let me try and cut this here. I should, if I was smart, I'd have just put that on the paper trimmer. That would have been a better idea. Okay. Maybe even a smidge more right here. You know what? But anywho, that needs to be adjusted in the kit. All right, so there we go. And you know what I'm going to do this time? I'm going to be smarter this time. I'm going to measure across here and not mess around with it. That's like just a smidge less than 2 5/8. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, 2 5/8. Woo! We've been laughing about measuring and getting the, oh my goodness, I cut it the wrong way. Well, that's no bueno. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Okay. And she must fix it. Can you believe I can even make something like this and have to fix it? This is going to be an easy fix, you guys. Look at this. I'm going to be able to just glue this right back on here. I can't believe I did that. Well, I can. I can believe it. Anyway, so do you guys like to have little things off and on that you can just go ahead and, let me see. That goes at the inside. Let's just put this right here, because we're going to cut that other side off anyway. Look at that. Look at me fix it. I don't like to get too upset about those things. Okay, now then, let's see what this measurement is. Oh my goodness, can you believe that? So 2 and it just needs about 1/8 of an inch off of it is all now. Or I'm just gonna start like this. I don't want to I don't want to do something crazy. Let's see. That'll be perfect. Let's do it. Let's just leave that like that and let's glue it down. Oh, we wanted to ink it a little bit. Let's give it a tiny bit of ink. I think I'm gonna have to ink that little inside section though, because I got it cut a smidge short. Well, I'm glad to see that this needs a tiny bit of help before it goes out into the shop. But there's some other things already ready, paper kits that you can purchase. And you know what, I should have put my link in my, hang on, let me put a link here and then I can pin it, you guys. I should have done that. But the Paper Voyage, yeah, and if you sign up for the Paper Voyage by July 20th, then you can get the August kit. It'll ship out the last week of the month, and so it'll have a video to walk you through putting it together. We'll also have a Zoom meetup for our people. I call that the Craft Deck Live, since we're on a voyage. What do you think? I think that it will be fun, and I can't wait. And we've already got some people who are on our voyage. They're ready to get their things. Oh, and I didn't even say. So it's $29. The Paper Voyage is $29, and then shipping. So that comes to you all ready to cut out, and then we'll have that time together. You can either put it together yourself. You don't have to wait until we do the Zoom, but I just thought it's always more fun with everybody, right? I think so anyway. So it's a little bit different. You know, it's a little bit different kind of a subscription. And if you want to, I also offer to do these kind of like as a group, like a little, you know, you can invite some friends over, and for every 5 that you purchase for like a group, then you get one free for, it's kind of like a hostess bonus. And so for getting your 6th one is free, and you can either do what you want. You can either take that and keep it for yourself for free and still charge the same amount to everybody, or depending on, you know, what you're doing, you might want to just go ahead and split up, you know, the total cost of them between your people, and it would be a little bit less, right? Okay, we better get going here. Let's see, we're doing okay though. Since I already cut all the pieces, we shouldn't have any trouble. You know what, as soon as I get this glued, I'll put the link to my shop in. But anybody have any questions? I know it's kind of different, and this is a different kind of thing than what you usually would expect when we have these sale days, right? But if you've got any questions, let me know. Okay, so, and this one needs closed up. Well, I said I was going to put the link. Hang on a second. Now, I should have just done it on this side since that's the ones that's closing over. And then I would have better been able to decide where it needed glue, right? And I didn't ink that one on that side. That's the thing with inking. You got to pay attention to where you're inking, right? So you can get it all so it's even and you know what you've done. Okay. And inking can hide a multitude of boo-boos if you're cutting. Now, I decided, I usually use that vintage photo, but I decided on this one we would use, this is called Hickory Smoke. Now, on this one, I forgot to do the edge, and here's my trick of going back to get edges ink that you missed. Take a piece of paper and bump it up, and then you can ink your edge easily and not get it on whatever you don't want it on. Just a little bit. But I thought this gray with all these pinks and the lavender colors, I thought that would be fun. Okay, let me grab out my keyboard and I'll put the link in for us, okay? Phew, I feel like I'm in a craft marathon trying to get through this little guy. You know how that goes, right? Okay, let me find, I gotta find me. All right, hang on. And I gotta turn the mouse the right way. Every once in a while, I will think that my mouse is not working. Then I realize it's upside down. You know, it's pointed the wrong way towards the computer. It's like, yeah, that doesn't work like that. Whoops, that's no talking. No talking there. All right. Now I got to get into the comments. Okay. Oh my goodness. Every time I have to write my artful adventures, that's a long thing. Okay, now this is just to the main link to the store. Okay, I pinned it up there, so it'll stay there. Phew, okay. Thanks for your patience there. All right, so now then we are ready to get busy with these. Let's see, I must have until 4:15, and that's when my Shell Bell Creations is going to be on. And we'll see what she's got. It's always fun to watch these. Everybody always has such fun things. See, you guys don't even have to have all of the fancy tools always. Fingers still work great. Although I would suggest that you have something that you can, you know, really press down and get those nice and sharp edges. Okay, now I'm probably going to have to go back. I better get this thing built, and then I can go back and finish inking. I showed you my fabulous, you know, ink after the fact method. So let's go ahead and get it put together. Because who wants to just go away with not seeing the finished outcome? If nothing else, you got to see it, right? So it's like, it's going to be one of those little flip-flop folios. I love those. You guys know I love making folios. So, there we go. So those are those. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We've got to put, this is going to be like the inside. And so one gate piece goes over here. So let's get that on. And I have to make sure I get the garden gate going the right direction, right? Oh my goodness. Do any of the rest of you struggle with that? Now I'm going to turn it upside down because I think I'll be able to get it on there easier. Okay. And then make sure it folds. There you go. And let's do this side. Thanks, Callie. Hi, how are you? I know, I tell you what, I just love how bright and colorful these are. You know, I love the subtle things. I love all of that, but you know, I tell you, there's just something fabulous about that too, having some bright colors. Okay, let's make sure they line up here. There we go. That was not a good idea. It didn't sit long enough. I could get it on here like this too. Just fold it. There we go. My glue sticks really fast, so I don't have to mess around with that. Okay. All right. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Okay, now is the time that we need to put in some ribbon. Well, let's go ahead and put these other pieces on. So I'm going to put this piece down here. So it'll flip-flap up this way. Nope, I want it to go the other way. I want it to go this way. Do I? Yeah, because I want this edge on the inside. Except, I think I should do it this way. Let's do it this way, because then when we fold this down, then the hydrangeas are facing the right way. Although we're going to put pockets on there anyway. So that isn't going to be a problem. Whatever we decide to do. I got to watch my time. So let's just tuck this on. And again, if I put it on like this, I can make sure that it's centered and that it will fold nicely. Okay, so let's go ahead. We didn't even glue this guy down. I distracted myself when I said I could do the other part, the inking, in a minute. Okay, I gotta get back to comments. What else you guys doing? Hey, Wendy, Brenda, Tracy. Hey, you guys. Thanks for popping in. Lori, I don't think I saw Lori was watching. Okay, so there's that one. I love that. Okay, and this one, yeah, see, I would make sure I know which thing is, make sure you know which thing is right side up or whatever, because I want this to be this way I can see it. And you know, that's gonna be so pretty. I love it. I love all the color. What's your favorite summer flower, you guys? You know, I've had that that free printable collection that it comes out in my newsletter, and so all of July is each week a new section, a new segment to complete the collection, and it's called Whispering Gardens Adventures in Bloom. And oh my goodness, I had so much fun finding flowers to use in it. I thought, you know, I used to love having flower gardens, and then, you know, it just got to where it's just too hot here in Texas. I can't keep anything going. Not much of anything. We've got a hibiscus. My daughter has a little tortoise, and he's outside now for the summer. But you guys, it is just so hot out there. But that hibiscus, we have had good luck with getting it. You know, we have to water it every day, but it blooms all the time. And the little tortoise absolutely loves the blooms. He loves eating them. Okay, now we are going to put this on. We're going to cut some of this and use for ties. What in the world? I was looking for my scissors. Here they are right beside me. How crazy is that? So we're going to put, I don't even know how much to put. That's probably plenty. Let me see. If I were going to tie it, it needs some for that, and some tails, and some extra. What's that? That's about, actually, I think about 20 inches is a good number. So let's go about 20 inches. Do another one. I love organza ribbon. It's so sheer and pretty. It ties so nice. And I just think it is fabulous. What's your favorite kind of ribbon, you guys? Do you have a favorite kind of ribbon? Okay, now then, if you had some, like some tape that you could tape this down real quick, this would be the time to do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab out a little bit of, whoa, oh my goodness. Did you see what I almost did? That is not the way. You can wear hibiscus too. How would you wear it? I'm curious. How would you wear it? You know what? I just want to know. Behind your ear, like in Hawaii? That would be cool. I'm just going to put a little on both sides here to get that ribbon stuck down there. Oh my goodness, you guys. Hey Cheryl, I see you're here too. All right, let's just stick this in here. And this is going to be covered up. It's always great when you can get something sandwiched in, and then you don't have to mess with it. So now what we're going to do is we've got a couple of cute little things here. And we're going to put these on the sides there. Yeah, I needed to have inked more stuff up front, but that's okay. We'll get it done. So I'm going to put one over here. So that's going to cover up that ribbon. And tuck it in, secure it nicely. And then this one, some more little hydrangeas. Okay, in just a second. Oh, I've got plenty of time, you guys. We are going to get this baby put together. Let's see. I don't think that one matters. Okay. All right. And now for the center, I've got a couple of overlapping pockets. I'm going to put like this. And I'm just going to let them sit like this. And this part could be a little, you know, a little tuck in front of the other. So I'm just going to do that and just glue it on two sides. Do you guys like, who likes doing folios? Okay, first I ask, what's your favorite flower? What's your favorite kind of flower, you guys? And is it something that you only see in the summer? Maybe somewhere where you live? I'm just curious. Okay. You know, one of the things, a lot of times people say, well, what do you use something like this for? Oh, what did I do? Oh, phew! I thought I got it backwards. You know, little things like this that have little tuck spots and little cards. You can take the little cards and write little notes on it. If you gave this to somebody, think of what a fun keepsake that it would be for, you know, for someone. Like instead of just a birthday card, think how fun that would be to give somebody something like this. And you could, you know, on the little things like this, the little tags, you could put on there little sweet things. Maybe make a list of the things that you know you love about them. You know, just all kinds of stuff. Let's cover up the back. Now, one of the things that you can do with a folio is you can actually put it in another journal. So if you were going to do that, you wouldn't have to put the back on it, right? It would be just fine. So I'm not going to put this in a journal. I mean, you still could put it in a journal just like it is. So, you know, you can either cover up this back part or leave it depending on, you know, how you want to use it. So I got to look in a second and see. I tell you one thing, when you're doing all of this, it's so hard to look at the comments, and I always feel bad because I think, I bet people just get so tired of listening to me blab and blab and blab. Okay. Oh, Lori says she loves honeysuckle. Hi, Linda. Honeysuckle. Yeah, I tell you what, I haven't. And doesn't it have a real unique fragrance? That's kind of a cool thing. Some flowers just, I mean, just the fragrance is so, you just know what it is when you smell it, right? Okay, now our tiny little things over here, we're gonna put, we've got a fun little envelope right here. And so this one, we're going to fold it across like this. And then we're going to, and I'm just going to use these little guidelines to get it folded. I probably should have scored that one. You know, that's such a small amount to bend over. I need to score it so it will lay nice. You don't want to spend all your time making something pretty and then do something that's, you know, not going to do it. Linda, you got your paper cutter. Wonderful. You know what? And then I realized just last night, I owe everybody their their, great cutting tips. So I'm probably just going to email that or put it in Messenger for everybody. I am so sorry. I tell you what, some of you have said, it looks like I've just got all kinds of things going on lately. And I do. I'm trying to do some other things and kind of some new things. And I've been having so much fun. But yeah, I just did not think about that when those came in, and I was so anxious to get them out into the mail and get everybody's paper trimmers to them. And thank you for letting me know you got there. I haven't even had time today to check the status of those. Their shipping status. Sometimes anymore, the shipping status is a little less than to be desired, right, you guys? I tell ya. So here's this cute little envelope. Now we don't want to glue the top. We want to leave it like that. So let's put it right here. That's so cute. Now let me make sure. Okay, those three go there. So let's put this on this side. I'm not even gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna be done with this to offer it for sale, but you guys, check out the Paper Voyage subscription and see if that's something that you might be interested in. And I pinned the link there in the whatever. We're here for the blah blah blah. That's a good thing. Oh, you can eat hibiscus. Well, I don't know, you might could wear it too. I don't know. Well, I know you can use it for tea. In fact, I like hibiscus tea. I really like it. Okay, so this, I wonder if these are made to line right up like this. Yeah, I like that. Well, that'll make it super easy to layer them, you guys. So this little book, when I'm all done with this, it will be, I would put it in my shop for $20. I mean, it's done, it's all put together. So if anybody would be interested in that, if anybody says so now, it's yours. The first person. Other people will have to make their own. Look at those cute little pockets. I love them. I gotta go back. Some other people were talking about their other flowers. Let me see what other people said about their flowers. I tell you, it's so hit and miss. This is really funny. I've got 3 places I can see hydrangeas and patience and all your hostas. Oh yeah, I tell you what. I wish I could grow a hydrangea. I don't really have a good thing. Yes, Linda, this is one of the packs. It's not on the, it is not listed yet. So I'm going to get that into the shop later today. And these are from Paper Socials, and I have the rights to use these designs, and so I feature these. I don't have to do anything, and they are just ready for me to use. So if you see them around other places, you'll know what the deal is. I haven't stolen somebody else's stuff, okay? So I wanted to let you know that. Okay. Well, I thought I had more of these. Well, I'm pretty sure I did. Where in the heck are they? Oh, here they are. Oh, I got more tags too. I'm like, there were way more of these. Way more. Okay, so let's see. We've got, this is a large one. So that means that needs to go back here. See, now if you were going to put it in your, in a journal, you wouldn't be able to do that. You wouldn't be able to have one on the back if you were going to glue it like that into another journal, right? If I don't have shade, I do have shade, but from what I've read before about them, I don't really have good dirt for them. And my watering is not ideal for them either. Okay, so now we've got those. We've got all these fun little pockets. Let's see about layering some of them up. We just have 5 more minutes, and then we've got Michelle coming on. Let's see. Actually, I think I would like that pink one up there. I don't know. Now you just play around, right? Now you just play around with where you want the stuff. That's kind of pretty. And you can layer them. And look, this will make some stacked pockets like this. So if we put those couple there, and I don't know, when you put one like this, then when you flip it up, then the stuff is, you know, it starts falling out. So sometimes I'm a little leery about doing that. This would be pretty though. And then maybe these two down here. Yeah, I think I like that. We'll just do that. We'll just start stacking those up. Now, oh, I have an idea. I'm going to put some glue on here first. And then I can make sure that the edges cover that. All right. Okay. Hey, Tina, how are you? Isn't this fun? So this is going to be one of the kits that's in my Shopify shop. Look at that. How is this just not just the most fabulous? Lovely. Lovely. I don't know. You know what? We could put one here and then put a big one out here. That'd be kind of fun. Or vice versa. So, oh, that would be hard to see. Maybe I'll do that one. Put that one there. Or just, I don't think we can, I think it's too late to put 2 on there. Let's put this one here. Anywho, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I need to, before I'm done, I need to go ahead and find Michelle and put her into the group. So if you'll bear with me. So yeah, if anybody would be interested in this for 20, and then probably $4.50 I think for shipping, let me know and it can be yours. I'm gonna go back and finish all the rest of the inking, so it'll be all set and ready to go for you. Okay. Well, my goodness. You guys, Michelle is already on. If you are in the crafty bunch, oh, hang on. Oh, I found it. I was going to say, how come I don't have a share button? If you guys are in the crafty bunch, just refresh, and Michelle is already there. So let's go over and see what she's got. She always has some really fun things. And again, come over to the shop, and I'm going to be adding other fun things into the shop as well. So thanks for hanging out with me today. You guys take care. Enjoy the shopping. Bye-bye.